Hello. My name is Erin Gilbert, Doctor of Particle Physics.
Thank you for talking to Channel NewsAsia. Now,
thanks for coming.
Okay, so I remember the first time I watched Ghostbusters, and honestly, all I needed was to I made my own proton pack.
Oh my God.
What's your favorite memory of when you first watched it?
I mean, my favorite, so it's like, I love the Ghostbusters, but I always, also there's the moment when Sigourney is taken over and she opens the door and that wind's hitting her in her like peach and seafoam apartment, and it like blows my mind every time. But just how they always like came together, especially like when when New York City's really in trouble and they all get out of the ecto and they just kind of like take charge and walk in. I always remember, like, especially when I first watched, just being like,
All
they're so
revved up.
cool.
Yeah,
They're so cool. I love.
Did you ever think one day I'm gonna be a Ghostbuster?
No, I mean, that's too crazy. The first time I actually said it out loud to people that I'm gonna be a Ghostbuster, like, it's still weird to say. I was like completely, like, I got really. It just sounds crazy saying it, like everybody screams.
Great partnerships are really hard to come by, and I know you guys have like a pretty good shorthand, because you were saying that you know, it's all that in jokes and that thing. What's the strangest or the funniest direction you've ever gotten from Paul? Note.
Oh God, there's so many. Well, there's active directing where during Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
I remember, you know what I'm gonna say? Paul just had was it a bucket or like a plastic Solo
cup? It was a cup and a bucket on the side.
And it was during the scene when we were all getting food poisoning, and I just remember Paul pouring fake vomit all over me, and I was like, is this? And he was like, I really want it to look more.
Well, there was an alternate joke we wanted, where if we didn't want to use the stuff in the bathroom, we were just you just hear a big belch and then you'd cut away and then she'd just be covered with vomit. But I had to.
You must have really trusted him as a director.
That creates a level of love and trust. Once someone's poured vomit on you, you are bonded.
I think our relationship went to the next level.
Next level. And now they always say, like, the oft-repeated, dying is easy, but comedy is hard. Now you two make it incredibly easy. What's the secret? Because you guys comedy is one of the hardest things to do.
It really is. It's a tricky wicket, that is for sure.
I mean, the secret, you're right, the secret is you have to make it look very easy, but a lot of work goes into making it look easy, because you have to have the right people, and having one of the funniest people on the planet working on your film makes it very easy. But then it's just really you have to find reality in the comedy. If comedy looks sweaty, is what we call it, where it's working really hard, like, I'm crazy, it's not funny, it has to come from behavior.
Hitting a joke, usually you can feel it, you can see it coming.
Yeah.
But somehow if you can say the same type of thing through the character as opposed to a joke.
Yeah.
But it's
emphatic and almost like you feel it.
It's behavioral.
Yeah.
It's a tricky thing, but boy, when it feels right, you can always I feel like we always know if we're in the pocket.
Yeah.
You and you, especially you. Hey! Don't move! You got a,
No, I'm tired.
No, listen.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take off. How about that?
I don't really think that's a good idea.
No. Going to take off. Don't piss off the ghost. Really?
You know, you talked about the slime and how difficult it was to get it off and everything. If you could slime anyone in the real world today, and we live in a pretty crazy world.
Yes, we do.
Who would you guys slime?
I know exactly who had slime, but I'm not going to.
Come on, Melissa.
We would slime the same person.
We would slime the same person.
All right, so complete the sentence for me. All the ghosts in the world don't scare me as much as...
The same person I want to slime.
Exactly.
The same person that may be, as horrifying as it is to say, may be running for some type of office.
For some type of office.
We don't know. That's just a guess.
So don't you think, this is 2016, why is sexism still, why are we suffering backlash for sexism? I mean, I love that comment you made about how you needed to get the funniest people. Making a reboot as sacred as the Ghostbusters, you get the funniest people in the world. It so happens to be women.
Yeah. I know, I have no idea.
It's a mystery. I also think we pay too much attention to the very, very, very tiny group of people that are so loud.
Yeah.
It is not the majority. I can't in my heart think that this many people, I know too many that's like such a slam to men to say that they're all crazy and misogynistic. So it's like, it's just that the tiny, crazy sector is very loud.
Yeah.
So I
And
think
you-
we have to start to remember that's like it's a very small amount, and to
Yeah.
just start. If we don't give them the platform,
yes.
they go away.
Yeah, because the internet really amplifies that voice, and then the media takes it and gives them a lot of power, and it really is the case. I mean, any group, there's a few bad apples, and the vast majority of people are fantastic. I've never met a Ghostbusters fan who wasn't a fantastic, wonderful, warm person.
Yeah, it's a warm, friendly movie. It's like people love it, and
Yeah.
it's like I've met so many great people that are so excited about it. That's the only people I've met.
Yeah.
So
Those are people we care about.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that leave their house, too.
Right.